So today I thought I would do my top 10 spring nail polishes for you, and while I have to say that these are my top 10 spring nail polishes that I currently have in Korea, may not be my top 10 overall, but I also wanted to pick like my top polishes in certain colors as well and give a lot of options. So in this video I've swatched on my fingers one of each of the colors, so my fingers are looking a little cray, but I'm going to do a close-up of each one swatch on my fingers and also include that in the video, maybe in a side-by-side. I'm not really sure, but I will include that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, my top 10 spring nail polishes. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first one that I have for you is Lime Crime, and it is in the color Parfait Day. And I love the Lime Crime polishes. They're all absolutely amazing. Now there's only 7 of them, but every single color is really great and the formulation is amazing, and they're not too expensive. I think they're only like $6. If you haven't tried them, you absolutely have to. The next one that I have is by China Glaze, and it is in the color Tardy for the Party. And this is a nice lavender color, and I like this because it's more blue toned, so it's feels darker, but it's not. It's kind of lighter, and I don't know, I think it's just a really good lavender color. It's not too pastel, but it's not too dark either. So I really like this color, and trying to pick all these out were pretty difficult because I kind of lean towards the bluish polishes and purple polishes. They just appeal to me and I can't say no to them, so I've got a ton of colors, or ton of polishes in that color range. Now I've got polishes in every other color too, but I would say I have the most in blue and purple. So it's kind of a weakness of mine. The next one that I have is by Zoya, and it is in the color Blue. It's BLU, and it is the most amazing baby blue color that I've ever seen in a nail polish. It's absolutely amazing. If you haven't tried Zoya nail polishes, you absolutely have to try them. They're one of my favorite brands of nail polishes, and I order most of mine online. I think you can find them at Ulta, but I just love them. They're amazing. The formulation is great. They have a ton of color options, and you can't go wrong. The next one that I have is another bluish color, but it is an Essie color, and it's a color that's in their permanent line. I'm almost positive it's in their permanent line, and it is in the color Mint Candy Apple. And this is, I couldn't decide if it was like blue or green. It's kind of in between, and it's a really, really great color. And there's a hair on the top of the bottle. I can't say too much more about this because the color speaks for itself, and I love Essie polishes. And I really love Essie packaging. It's just simple and sleek, and I love that it's square because it sits nice and neat next to all the other Essie polishes. That's the OCD in me. That's one reason that I like the packaging. The next one that I have is by China Glaze, and it is also in China Glaze's permanent collection, and it is the color Refreshment, and it is a really, really great mint green color. Now when I think of like mint chocolate chip ice cream, this is the color that I think of, and it is a really, really great color for this spring. Now those are the first 5 out of the 10, and those are the colors that I lean more towards, but if I'm feeling kind of out of the box and I want to mix it up, I might pull some of these other colors, my next 5 out. So without further ado, I'm going to show you those. So the next one, this can also be a summer color, but it could be a transition color between spring and summer as well, but it's just a really great pop of green, and it is Loud Lime by Pop Beauty, and it's from London. Interesting. I didn't know that. It's such a bright, loud green color, but also, it's not too bright either. It's a good in-between color, and I love this color. It's really, really great. Now, I don't wear a ton of yellow polishes, but occasionally I do, and I wanted to include a yellow polish for spring, and my pick is the Lime Crime polish, and the name is crema de limon, or that's the closest I can get to cream de lemon, or lemon cream. But this is a really great, it's kind of bright but also pastel. Again, the formulation is great, and that's really tricky when it comes to yellow polishes. Yellow polishes can get really streaky really fast if you just want to do straight yellow. And this one, after a couple coats, it's not so streaky. A lot of other yellow polishes are more streaky, but this with a great top coat is totally fine. The next one that I have is a coral color, and coral is really great for the spring, and the one that I chose is Tarte Deco by Essie. This is a really classic color. It is from Essie's permanent line. You can get it at almost any drugstore, and it's just a really great coral color, and in my opinion, you just can't go wrong with it. It's really great. Now, the other two that I chose are not colors or colorful colors, but I chose a sparkly, shimmery white color, and I love this color, but it's kind of, okay, it's kind of classic for, I think, spring, and it would go really well with certain outfits. It's just classic, but I chose, oh, what's the name? Kate by Julep, and Julep is another brand that I really love. I think they're underhyped, and it's a subscription service. I think you can also get Julep at Sephora. Now at Sephora, it's quite expensive. They're $14 a bottle at Sephora. I would never buy Julep polishes at Sephora. If you don't know about Julep, Julep is a subscription service, and they do monthly boxes, but you can also buy polishes from them. And if you're a Julep Maven, if you're a part of their subscription service, you can also skip boxes, by the way. You don't have to get one every single month. But you know, you get, I think it's 20% off all of your purchases or something if you're a Julep Maven. But I love being a Julep Maven. It was one of the things that I hated to cancel when I left the States to come to Korea, and it is one of the first subscriptions that I'm going to subscribe back to when I get back to US soil, and I cannot wait to do it. So if you haven't checked out Julep, check them out. Again, I would not pay $14 at Sephora for a bottle of it, but the formulation is great, the colors are awesome, and all of their colors are named after they have women names. So I love them. The only thing I hate is that Tiffany, which is my name, the color for Tiffany is not that great. I know it'd be cliche to make it a Tiffany blue, but it's not a Tiffany blue. It's this like really ugly orangey shimmery color. I think that's right. I'm not a fan, and I'm not just going to buy it just for the name, although I have thought about it. And then the last one that I have chosen is a gray color. Now, gray can be worn, in my opinion, any time of the year. I love gray nail polishes, and I think the one that I've chosen is, I think, really good for spring. If you don't want a lot of color, you want to tone it down a little bit, I think this is a really great classic color that you can wear in the spring, and it is a Zoya polish, which again, I love Zoya polishes. They've got great formulation, and it is in the color Dove. This is probably one of my favorite grays that I own, and I own quite a few. It's almost a pastel gray. It's a light gray, but you know, it can be paired with almost anything. I think this is a must-have to have in your nail polish collection. It is, in my opinion, one of the best grays out there. Nail polish really started my beauty addiction. I've always been, you know, into beauty. I've always done my makeup and hair and stuff, sometimes more than other times in my life, but really getting into nail polish about 5 years ago, that's when my beauty obsession started. So I kind of have a love in my heart, you know, for nail polish. So I really like doing this video. Let me know if you like it and maybe want to see like a top 10 summer nail polishes. I've thought about doing top brands, especially indie brands. I've done a lot of indie branded polishes, or I have a lot of indie branded polishes. I really got into that a couple years ago, so I've got a ton of indie brands. So if you're interested in indie brands, which usually most of them are glitter based, I don't wear a lot of glitter based polishes right now, but you know, they are kind of fun for accent nails or just some other fun stuff too. So if you want to see that, let me know. I would love to do that video. I think I might go ahead anyway, but yeah, I just think it's fun. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!